Most people sign up for financial apps without actually understanding what they will be charged later. And that's where the confusion with Albert starts. The biggest mistake you need to avoid is assuming it is completely free, or that every feature costs the same. In this video, you'll learn exactly how much the Albert app costs per month in 2026, what you actually get for the price, and whether it is worth it for your situation. Let's start with the simple breakdown. Albert operates on a subscription model, which means some features are free, but the more advanced tools are part of a paid plan called Albert Genius. In most cases, this is where users end up paying a monthly fee. Now here's what most people miss. The cost is not just about the subscription itself. It is about what features you actually use and whether they are helping you save or manage money better. So let's talk numbers first. Albert Genius typically charges a monthly subscription fee that can vary based on promotions, account type, or region. Most users in 2026 can expect it to be around a small monthly charge, usually comparable to other budgeting apps. But instead of focusing only on the price, you need to understand what that fee includes. With Albert Genius, you usually get automated savings, spending insights, budgeting tools, and access to financial experts through chat support. For someone like Alex who struggles to save consistently, the automated saving feature alone can feel worth it, because it quietly moves small amounts into savings. But here's where it gets interesting. Not every user actually benefits equally from these features. If you already track your budget manually or use another finance app, you may find that some of Albert's tools overlap with what you already have. That means you could be paying for features you do not fully use. Now let's break it down further. The free version of Albert gives you basic account access and limited financial tracking. This is useful if you just want a simple overview of your money without paying anything. But the real question is whether the paid version justifies the monthly cost. For example, if you consistently use Genius to save even a small amount every week, that savings could easily outweigh the subscription fee. But if you rarely open the app, the cost becomes less justifiable over time. Now here's the problem many users face. They sign up during a free trial, forget about it, and continue getting charged every month without realizing how little they are using the service. That is why it is important to evaluate usage, not just price. Another factor to consider is customer support and financial guidance. Albert does offer access to financial experts through chat. This can be helpful if you are new to budgeting or trying to understand basic money decisions. But it is not the same as having a dedicated financial advisor. So who is actually getting value from the monthly cost? It is usually beginners, people trying to build savings habits, or users who want automated help managing small financial goals. On the other hand, experienced users who already manage investments or detailed budgets may not find the subscription necessary. Before deciding, here's a simple way to think about it. If the app helps you save more money than you spend on it each month, it is worth keeping. If not, it is probably just another recurring expense. So, here are the key takeaways. Albert app has a free version, but the main features are in Albert Genius. The cost is a monthly subscription that varies slightly but stays relatively affordable. And its real value depends entirely on how often you use its savings and budgeting tools. If this helped you understand the real cost, like the video, drop a comment with your experience, and subscribe for more simple breakdowns of finance apps and tools.